Media work and friendships, right? Where do you draw the line?
I'm going home.
Wait.
I'm going home.
Where do you draw the line?
But why is that bin always full up? It's like
I know,
it
it's
was full up
mad.
the last time I was here, and I think I've seen the same rubbish in it. And I haven't been there for a minute still.
Yeah, it's mad.
Where do you draw the line, Jen?
No, wait. Where do you draw the line
Jen, where do
when
you draw the
your
line?
brethren fucks up? Do you know why I say
What do you
this?
mean? In what? What do you mean?
Let me give you an example.
Where's he going with this?
Let me give you an example. Because see all the 6ix9ine stuff, I don't even want to cover that. But there's one thing that I saw today. Yeah, I was on Akademiks YouTube thing, whatever. I thought, let me just see what how he's been documenting this thing or whatever. Because I know that him and 6ix9ine are friends. Yeah. So anyway, obviously you know that my man's been arrested and all that stuff, whatnot now, yeah. But he put up a video with talking about a video that 6ix9ine put up here. Or he didn't put up, TMZ put it up, yeah. He's 6ix9ine sitting on the wall. He's FaceTiming Chief Keef's brethren or whatever. They're talking to each other. They don't like each other. Yeah. This is the thing that's been going on for a long time. So anyway, 6ix9ine saying to the guy, like, they're just chatting, and then 6ix9ine says to the brother, look, anyway, man, where are you? I know where. He said, at first he's like, where are you? Where are you going to be? Then he's like, don't worry, I know where you'll be. I got your address. I'll get your address. It's mine now. Yeah. Then he's like, are you going to be at home or are you going to be at the hotel with Chief? So anyway, the guy's shouting. You can only hear mumbling or whatever. Then he passes the phone to his brethren. This is all on camera. He passes the phone to his brethren and he says out loud, I got a 30 pack on that Don right now. Well, not like that, but he says, you know what I mean? I got a 30 pack on him, yeah?
What does that mean?
Which sounds like he's insinuating that he's got money on his head.
Okay,
right?
yeah.
So now, okay, cool.
Sorry, the brethren says this to the person on the phone.
No, 6ix9ine says that. He like
As he's
6ix9ine
passing
talking
the
to the
phone to
brother,
the brethren.
then he passes the phone to his brethren, and as he passes the phone to his brethren, he just smiles and says, I swear to God, I got a 30 pack on his head. Or
He just says
whatever.
it out loud.
Out loud.
Okay.
Whilst
TMZ's
my man's
covered
still
that.
on the phone.
Yeah, but I don't think my man could even hear that. So.
Oh, okay.
He's just like, it's like me FaceTiming Callum. Yeah, me FaceTiming Callum, you're here, whatever, and then I just pass you the phone, whatever, and I say, yeah, I got 30 on his head, like that. Okay. So that's that, yeah. But anyway, he's gone jail now, whatnot. But what he's gone to jail for has nothing to do with that. Yeah. Now, in my mind, obviously I saw this clip going up and I thought, yeah, this is a bit mad still that he said that. But this is not something that they've arrested him for, because Akademiks said a bunch of times, by the way, this is not what he's going to jail for. Like, they haven't arrested him for this.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying that this, like, he's just documenting it. Like, this is crazy. He's my friend, and this is what he said, and this is that. And I'm thinking to myself, hold on a minute. If this isn't what they are arresting him for, and that is your brethren, it's a bit mad that you're just documenting this like that, though, if that's your brethren. No? Or am I going mad? Because for me, I will always discuss things that are out there like that. If, like, say,
That's
if it's like a criminal investigation or whatever, or something like that, I might talk about elements of it, not too much,
I get what
until
you're saying.
someone's been arrested or whatnot.
Yeah.
But to go on a platform and then say, oh, he ain't been arrested for this, by the way. I'm just letting everyone know.
Yeah. That's a bit
This
wild.
is what he said.
Yeah,
I'm thinking, is this am I missing a trick here, or?
I think the the mistake you're making is saying that Akademiks and 6ix9ine are friends, because they're not friends.
Well,
Oh, see
I would've
that,
thought
there
so.
you go.
Like, they're not friends, are they? Do you know what I mean?
they said that they are.
They're not friends. Like, let's be honest. They're not friends. And as soon as I take out the fact that they're not friends, then it makes perfect sense, because that's what Akademiks does. It doesn't matter who it is.
That's the
He
thing.
does
Yeah,
that. He just says all information. I've watched loads of Akademiks videos before, and I think, raw, this is mad. I think, raw, this is mad. Like, I get like, do you watch Philip DeFranco's videos?
Nah, I don't think so. Anyway, maybe by
Philip DeFranco. Did you watch Philip?
is he the one? Is he the ones with the?
He's like sitting in front of a sofa, and he's got like a nice blue background and shit.
Nah.
So his videos are like, it can be any. What's the last one that I watched? Oh, he's talking about Brexit. He's American, so he'll be like, "This is what happened. Theresa May said this, and then someone tweeted this, and then she put the deal out, and then no one wanted the deal, and then so and so resigned." And he will like put up a picture of a tweet that was put up, and you know what I mean, show some piece of like whatever, and then he'll end it with, "I think this is crazy. I'm not even British, but if you are British and you're experiencing this, leave the comments below. This is not about my opinion. I want to know what you think." Like, to me, that's my way of catching up on what's happening if I've missed it, and him having a point to say. It's an open conversation. What do we think? That's my vibe. Akademiks' vibe is chatty patty. Gossiping.
Nonsense.
Here's all the things that I heard from me first. His album's not coming out. This is exclusive. I'm saying it first. You're gonna hear other people say that they said it first, but it's me. I'm the guy that said it. All the information comes from me. Listen to me all the time. I've got all the information that you need to know that. And since I've came across him on Everyday Struggle, that was the first time I even knew who he was.
Oh, for real?
I didn't know. I didn't watch his stuff before. Jamie used to watch his stuff all the time, but I didn't watch his stuff before. Since then, I've realised, like, your whole thing is to just
chat.
The chatty guy.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have no part of you thinks, I shouldn't say that because... You just chat about it. That's why he got in trouble with SZA, because you just chat about anyone for any... He's got no, allegiance to or any sort of, like... You know, I've known Chucky for 5 years, so let me just chill on him. Like, he just talks about everyone, says everything, and then that whole. That's why I'm saying friends. No, that's not his friend. If 6ix9ine goes to prison for 25 years, Akademiks is not going to call him every day for 25 years. He's not going to call him once a week. He won't call him once a year for 25 years.
No, he'll probably call him. He'll probably call him once a week.
And if he does call him, he'll tell us everything he said on the call.
I was going to say, if he does call him, you know why he's calling him.
6ix9ine.
He's like, what's going on?
10 years later, when everyone's forgotten who 6ix9ine is.
That's how they use each other, though.
If 6ix9ine goes to prison, hopefully he doesn't, or whatever. If he's done something wrong, then he should, or whatever. Doesn't matter. Whatever happens, 10 years from now, Akademiks is still not calling his brethren 6ix9ine to find out how you are, brother. You cool? Do you want me to send some money? Like, he's not doing that. They're not friends.
He'll do that for the first 3 months.
I don't even know if he'll
do that
because you know what,
it's not worth doing anymore.
Yeah, because you know what, you can get you'll get content out of it or whatever.
That's what I mean.
And it's easy to do. Anything like that is easy to do for a short period of time. It's harder to do it consistently for a long period of time.
Because you know that you don't really care.
Exactly.
Yeah, he'll do it when it makes sense for him to do, when he feels like it's beneficial to him and his channel.
I was about to say beneficial for him. That's all he cares about. Going back to the one, what was the person you said before? The blue background thing?
Oh, Philip DeFranco.
See, that person is doing it from a sense of, look, this is the thing. Here's, like, you lot tell me your opinion. Like, I don't really have one. Like, here's what's going on.
It's not about me.
Akademiks is just like, listen, I will say the most reckless. If it means I'm getting views, I'm getting this and that, I will say it. Like, he's just wild. So I don't even listen to all them, man.
Yeah, it's mad. I mean, I don't know, man. I remember the time.
Yeah, I can't watch them.
I remember the time, obviously, of the Rated Awards when all of that, the stuff happened backstage or whatever. We recorded the next morning, didn't talk about it because I didn't feel like I knew enough. Yeah. 2, it was still very hearsay. Like someone had just showed me a phone with somebody who sent something. They created an account to just say some stuff. So I'm not going to cover that because. And thirdly, there's a criminal investigation going on right now. Fam. So let me leave them to do all of that first. And if somebody gets arrested or whatever, maybe we'll talk about the implications that certain things might have on the scene or whatnot. People hit the absolute roof. Obviously. You're not saying this. You didn't mention this guy's name. You didn't. And I'm like, people are going absolutely mad.
Wait, because who? What do they want from you?
They want
me to come in here and say, this is what they want me to. They want me to come here and say, so I was at the Rated Awards last night. This artist did that, and then he pulled out this thing, and then there were bare gunshots from this man, and they want me to do all of that. Man, I ain't doing that.
This is what the usernames do. Yeah, I don't call them people. They are usernames. Usernames wake up every morning and they just want something to talk about today. What are we talking about today? And then they think that everyone else is on talking about what I don't want to talk about what you're talking about today. It's none of my business. And we live in England. This isn't America.
Yeah, like that's actually the mandem and the people.
This is England, bruv. I will never think. I will always. This is my example of everything, bruv. Chucky said he didn't like 2 Chainz verse on a Giggs tune. The next podcast, Giggs was here.
Yeah, I'm on that.
This is England. You can't just chat about me.
Oh shit, I remember.
That happened. That happened. That's what happens.
Did I even talk about how that actually happened on here?
You have, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
This
shit.
is, yeah, you do.
I'll say it again.
That's my thing. Anytime someone says anything like that to me, I'm saying, bruv, we live in England, bruv. Gigs will be at your podcast the week after you say you don't like the 2 Chainz verse, and not only will he be at the podcast, he will make you listen to the tune that you said you don't like.
Yeah,
it'll make you pause your podcast.
You know what?
We paused the podcast to listen to most of the album.
Exactly.
You know what stopped this?
We're listening to the album.
Let me tell you. Let me just go on to that briefly. Yeah, what is, and I'll never forget this.
Bruv,
yeah?
this is
and I have to
hilarious.
say this, and I hope it doesn't mean I'm going to get a call again.
Gigs is coming back next week.
Like, so anyway, I get a message, from Buck, who's his guy, and from Instagram saying, what's your number? And I was thinking, Buck's got my number, but I don't know. I just said to him, this is my number, whatever.
Yeah.
I said, but if you're gonna ring me, I don't answer numbers I don't know, so like send me yours. Then he said, answer to like, let's say 518. So I'm like, all right, cool. So anyway, I'm lying in bed now. It's early Saturday morning, early, yeah. So then 598 rings me. So I answer the phone. I'm about to say, yo, Buck. But I just said, yo, what's going on? Yeah. I knew immediately who it was. So I'm thinking, what? Like, why is this Gigs ringing me in the morning like that? So I'm like, you all right, bro? What's happening? And he's like, listen. He's like, let's do this interview on a gangster thing right now. He's told me a location to come to. So I'm like, I've heard this before. I've heard Vlad, tell a story about how Rick Ross told him to come to some hotel room or whatever to do an interview, and he ended up getting his ass bust. That was when Vlad talked about that was when Vlad talked about Rick Ross being a correctional officer. So I'm thinking, I've gone a bit silent on the phone because I'm thinking he wants me to come where? Today? I said when? He said today.
Shit.
I'm like, do you know what, I said, let me shout you back. He was like, cool. So I came off the phone, I've rang Poet, and I'm like, yo, bro. Gigs has rang me, you know. The first thing Poet said was, oh my God, what did you say? Then I'm like, my anxiety's gone up, because I'm thinking, like, what did I say? Did I say so? Then I said, nah, like, he's told us to come and do this interview or whatever, I know. He didn't actually.
He told us.
Yeah.
Wait, come with me. Told us. He said that we should. Buck text me, my number, but he told us that we should come. You're a good man, Chucky. You're a good man.
So I'm like, anyway, he wants us to come to a certain location to do this thing or whatever. So he's like, Poet's like, rah. That just sounds a bit mad still. And I'm like, I just said to him, do you know what? I can't do all of this. I'm just going to ring him now, and I'm just going to say to him, you know what? We just don't move around like that. I think I was supposed to tell him as well. I said, we don't move around like that. The equipment can't move.
The equipment ain't
and whatever.
moving,
We just do it in a certain place or whatever. And then whatever happens. If he says that we still need to go there, then I'm going to ask him what's the matter. That was my thing. So I've rang him back now and I've said to him, do you know what? We just can't move because we do X, Y, and Z or whatever.
Trust.
And then he's gone a bit silent now. I said, if anything, like, you're going to have to come to us. Then he's gone a bit silent. And just as I'm about to say, what's the matter? Like, what's happened? What did I say? What was it? Like, let's just talk about it now. Yeah. He was like, all right, cool. What day do you record on? So I was like, all right, cool. This is all right. Yeah. So I've told him whatever, boom. And then he's like, all right, cool. Yeah, I'll come. I didn't hear nothing from him. Then I texted him on the morning and I said, are you still coming?
Today,
and he's like, of course. So then when he came and I opened the door to him, the first thing he said to me was, "You don't listen to music properly." And immediately in my mind, I thought this is actually going to be good. I thought this is going to be good. Whereas I thought it was going to be a big drama before. Do you get me? But you know what it is, like. Ultimately, I spoke about something from a fan's perspective, and he spoke about something also not from an artist perspective, but from a fan perspective too, because he's a big fan of 2 Chainz, and that was, he really liked that. Do you get me? And I think
it was a music conversation,
of course. Cool. So boom. But going back to Akademiks now, with him doing all of that, I think it's a bit mad. The one thing that I will give him, though, this is the one thing that I will give him, is that he is consistently saying, keep all of that away from me, because if I get arrested and I have to go to court, I'm putting my hands up and saying he did it. And you know what? You can't knock a man for that. If he's telling you, you know what, yeah? It's better that you don't tell me about any of this. You can if you want to, because you're your own person. If you choose to tell me, that's up to you. But if I get arrested and they put me on the stand, I'm holding up the Bible one time and I'm saying that guy with the blue shirt, he was the one who said to me that he was going to do X, Y, and Z. And that one with the pink tie, he said to me that.
I'm laughing at someone wearing a pink tie and call it that. It's funny.
How is he not holding licks yet? Like how?
Because America's huge.
But like,
he couldn't do that in London, in England.
That's what I mean.
What do you think Akademiks could survive in England?
That's what I'm saying. Like, how is he not holding licks yet? Because he's basically saying, listen, I will tell everything. That's just wild.
The space in which I empathize with him is he's never technically told anyone he is something he's not.
That's what I meant.
He's never done that.
That's exactly what I meant.
Even
and you
before,
can't knock him for that.
So if you choose to fraternize with him, and like, you know what I mean, you want to be around him and you want to put your chain on him and you want to like
that's
do all this.
Is
that a word?
I might use that in my next song, you know.
If you choose to do all that stuff with him, and then that's you've chosen to do that. If I was a rapper, I wouldn't be brethren with Akademiks.
Exactly, no, I stand it. That's what I'm
even
saying.
If I wasn't on crowd and I wasn't doing mad stuff, he's not the kind of guy that I want around my business ever. Like, it doesn't matter what it is. Like, he's just not. That personality to me is like, when I always take everything back to school days, and in school he was the guy that would come over to the one gang and be like, yo, them lot said da-da-da, and then he goes over to them and he's that guy.
I know,
that guy, and you're like, oh, bro, this guy's I don't like. That's
do you know what though? I don't know if he's that guy. You know, do you know?
He is that guy.
You know, I think the guy he is in school, kind of that guy who mixes on both sides. So you don't know where he stands, but he's in the middle of the playground playing his computer or whatever. Then someone comes over to him and says, yo, what's going on? Oh, nothing. Them man over there just said that they were going to do something to you like over there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's what you're saying.
That guy.
Okay. No, I'm more meant it as in he's not going to run over to you and tell you.
No, I'm not saying he's running to tell. I'm saying he's running over and being
pally with both of them.
You know, on wet break on Monday, he's with us. Then the next wet break, we're like, where's Akademiks? And like, I saw him with Chantel. Okay, cool, he's over there now. Like, he's just everywhere. And you're thinking, this guy, I don't know whose brethren he really is. But I don't think he's our real brethren.
Yeah, that's true.
Everybody still invites him to their house party and he comes to your house. He knows where you live. He's been in your house. He's met your parents. But he's mad close with you. But if someone said, now, where does Akademiks live? I bet no one knows.
That's true.
Oh, that's true.
I bet nobody knows.
He keeps talking about the basement of his mum's house. I bet he
doesn't exactly. I bet he doesn't live in the basement.
Very nice gated community.
And I bet no one knows where he really lives.
That's how he's got to be, isn't it? That's what I mean. How's he not holding licks yet? Because he's just protecting himself well because he chats too much.
But you know what? He's well within his right to.
Yeah, of course he is. But people are rewarding him for doing something that traditionally, and I'm not into tradition, but traditionally, we don't all respect.
That's what I'm saying.
People are just like, yeah, you can come to our whatever. Like, nah, you're fun and games, but we're not gonna roll with you.
No.
We're not gonna be your actual brethren.
No.
But people actually treat him like, yeah, he's cool.
Apparently.
Oh no.
Until, like, remember, as you said, it's easy to call somebody your friend when they are doing something, when you feel like they are doing something for you. So the reality is, between him and 6ix9ine, they were both getting something out of their relationship.
Yes.
Because even when you look at the numbers of the videos of every time he talks about 6ix9ine, they're huge numbers. Course, So if you take the jail thing out of it or whatever, or let's just say he doesn't come out of jail. I mean, let me say it again. Let's just say he doesn't go to jail. All of the stuff that Akademiks said, whether it was negative or positive, it has, like, it's got traction. It keeps the name alive. It still adds an element of something for when he comes out of jail, that then they can have another where the lines get blurred now is if he actually does go jail. And then what happens then if you keep saying friend, because you know what?
It won't last long. 6ix9ine's album leaked though, didn't it?
Yeah, I heard somebody on my Twitter, or I saw someone on my Twitter timeline talking about how good it was or whatever. To be honest with you, for me, he's just not an artist that I sit and listen to. I've always just tried to find a space in my life where like I've tried it in every emotion. I've tried to listen to him when I'm vexed. I thought, you know what, let me try 6ix9ine when I'm mad,
You know
angry.
what?
Proper angry.
I'm exactly
And
like
then I
that,
couldn't,
yeah.
it just didn't do nothing for me. Then I thought, let me try and find it. Let me try and listen to it when, you know, like someone, I feel disheartened. You know what I mean? So I tried to listen to it when
that
I was
ain't running
disheartened.
either, fam.
No, it didn't happen.
You're
Tried
going
to
through
listen
the
to it
emotional
when
spectrum, like,
yeah.
How do I feel today?
Yeah, got a girl in my car. Let me try and listen to 6ix9ine.
Nah, you can't be
That
running
definitely
that.
didn't work.
Oh my
I tried every different emotion and
think
it
I
just
only know-
didn't
You
work.
tried beating as
I
well.
think
Oh,
like
and
a
then the
lot of
club
people-
stuff as well.
Did you try beating it
And
as
even
well,
as even as a DJ.
Why, Jen? Why?
I have said it, yeah, exactly. Nah, it didn't work. I tried. I pull it on quickly and then I just.
No!
I was joking.
I think like a lot of people though, I know more about I've seen him more times than I've heard his music, if you get what I'm saying. Like I think I only know 2 of his tunes. And when I say no, I think as in I recognise them if I hear them.
I
don't
can't
really know.
listen to them.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd ever listen to a 6ix9ine album. I don't think I was ever going to, whether he went prison, didn't go prison, whatever.
I don't even think I've ever played a 6ix9ine record in a club either. You know.
I don't even
I think
know
that, like
one
if I did a festival set and I like I might draw for it then, but even then, I personally, that's not a knock to any, because if you like it, then you like it, innit?
Yeah,
But
cool,
for me, as a DJ, I definitely do try to not just play records that I hate. Like if I hate a record, I just
I'm not
try
putting
to
it on because
avoid
everyone
playing
likes
it.
it.
Yeah. I feel like that should be the reason for why you like me or don't like me. Do you get me? Like I shouldn't be trying to play for everyone. I play how I like to play.
Yeah.
I cook the food how I like to cook the food. If you like it the way that I cook it, then you nyam it. If you don't, then you don't eat it.
Do you think that people look at DJs like that?
I think they used to. Like I feel like at a point, people used to go out and see the names on the flyer and be like, he's playing or she's playing, and I'm going to that because I know it's guaranteed to be a good night or whatever. Now I don't even think people see it.
I think
like
they still do. Well, sorry, you mean in terms of like they look at a DJ's name and they say I'm going to go to that event for that DJ? Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
People still do that, you know. But you know
Do
what?
they?
It's where it's more done. It's more like where I see that more is like when I go. My girl studies in Nottingham, Trent, and like so there's bit like uni students and that. And I clock like they do it in a sense of we're gonna go to this thing tonight because this person's playing.
But is
And
it
that's
more?
the only-
Is
that's the only
it
time I
more
hear that.
like Westwood's gonna be there or Charlie Sluff's gonna be?
No,
Because
no.
they're names that
No,
are like,
that's what I mean. Like not
Okay.
Westwood and Charlie Soft. They'll just say a random name, and I'll just be like,
But
swear
they know
down.
that person is
Yeah,
Oh,
because
sick.
that's probably because it's more like house or I don't know techno. I don't know,
Yeah.
but them genres.
Oh, in them genres they do.
Yeah, I feel like they have more of that.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
maybe it's a genre thing, but I only realized that happens in like not
In hip-hop,
In
R&B.
here, yeah, definitely not. No,
Maybe,
no, we don't care.
maybe in grime.
You know the tunes are gonna run anyway. Like.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
kind
but
of the
that
thing.
for me personally, I'm looking for. I will have a favorite DJ because I don't want to hear the tunes that
Exactly.
are always gonna run.
Yeah,
Exactly.
But
yeah,
I don't
that's
think.
true.
I always think about it like when people are in a club, like a lot of the time you don't even know where the DJ is in the club.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
Where's the DJ? Sometimes I walk in and be like, I don't even know where the DJ booth is.
That's
I don't know
how it's
who's
supposed
playing.
to be, really, though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if there's
that's
like if someone's got a drop, even if the DJ's got a drop and they do a drop over their tune from their Serato, I think I don't even know what your drop just said. Like I don't always know.
That's funny.
No, it's true. I don't know why DJs put drops. I don't know what that drop just said. I'm in the club, but I can't hear it. It's
fling
not
a
that
drop
clear.
like mine. It's not like a Chucky online.
What does it say? What does it say?
But like I got
MC
bear drops. I'll
Chucky.
play them. I'll play some of them. But
Is it a girl
but mine's-
going Chucky online
No,
and it's
no,
like
no.
reverb?
No,
Yeah,
It isn't
bare
it?
echoes
No,
and
it's
that.
not.
That's what Chucky's one would sound like. Oh, does it go?
well, you got
Yeah.
is this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
You
one.
play that in a
That's
club?
one. No, never. No,
my
that's
God.
only ever in mix. That's only ever on mixtapes or mix CDs and
That
stuff.
sounds like
But-
sounds like you just picked a character in
no,
like Need for Speed on computer.
and you typed it in.
Yeah.
Press play.
Everyone sounds like
Yeah.
Chucky online, and the
That-
car's like spinning round, and the character's like doing.
That sounded exactly how I thought it would sound.
What the hell is that drop for?
Yeah, that's
But
yeah.
hold
No,
on,
Chucky
no.
online.
You
That's
need to
too
get me and
serious.
Julie
But
like, dropping that.
If I'm in a club,
fam.
yeah, I might.
Go on.
That's
You
a
might
mess.
hear this. You know what I mean? Or you might hear.
What the hell is that?
What is this? I
What
don't
the-
know. What is this?
Wait, play that again.
What the hell is that? You've got a foghorn.
Yes, you might hear that.
No, I mean an ID specific to you.
Nah, Nah, I don't play that.
Nah,
I don't do that.
Chucky,
Oh
man.
my
Julie's
God.
saying like a Chucky, like a name
Yeah,
thing.
like specific to you.
Yeah, nah. So the Chucky.
That's what I'm saying. So
only
if I
man
don't
just
know
got
where
a
the
Chucky
DJ
on mine.
booth is and you're
I'll
doing
never play that in the
popcorn
club.
drops,
No,
yeah?
no.
I don't
Oi.
know it's you, and I'm not gonna think, oh, that Chucky guy was good yesterday. I'm gonna go to his next booking.
Nah, but
Please
you'll know.
play that
Nah, but the
Chucky
thing
on
is,
mine.
if I'm DJing and I've got a microphone, you know that it's me that is there.
Oh, you a Chucky.
But I'm not
yeah,
No,
yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
overbearing with it though. I'm not
Them
overbearing.
Jamaican DJ.
Yeah, exactly. Come on, man. You get what I'm saying? And the thing is, I got a whole load of like I got.
I don't know why. I don't know why.
Hey,
This is
You know how the thing runs though.
Obviously, I know how it runs.
Oi,
But it's
anyone
just funny the
listening
way
right-
you're just like.
Anyone listening right now is not coming to any of your bookings now because
Oh,
you're not coming off
yeah.
like you are murking a dance.
You don't know
Man's
about this
got
one.
sing
You don't know about this one. Quick bounty killer.
Chucky's
Come on,
got
I
the
got them.
proper old school
That's
things.
when I listen. If I'm in a dance and I'm like, it's a vibe where it's like now, it's a vibe where I might need to kill a sound.
Yeah.
Then you're gonna start hearing them because you know what I mean. That Tim
I'm
Pan
gonna
sound
book you for
over
my
there
next
is talking
party.
a certain type of way to me, and I might have to fling a. You know what I mean?
Do you know how one
And
of
I got
them
dub
things
plates
like
in
Julie
there as
said?
well that I've never played yet. But I will play some
I'm
of
gonna
them.
book Chucky for my next party.
But
Have you
anyway,
not
we're
got
not
one of
gonna do
them
all
gal thing that's like Chucky online? Have you not got one of them things?
Yeah, you know one of those. Yeah.
I know
I think I got
Chucky
one.
online.
I don't know.
Who's this? It's Super D's. Yeah. Who's that? It's like a funky DJ.
Yeah, I think.
Is it Super D?
I know what that thing is.
Ooh, yeah. Because like that.
I get Julie to do your next.
I'll do mad shots for you, Chuck.
But before we go, yeah. So
Yeah.
I bought man's on Instagram and all of that. I don't really browse too much. Do a quick flick.
Where's this going?
Flick, and then boom, I
Where's this
see a sponsored tweet. No, Instagram picture with you wearing red, holding up a light with somebody else
Right,
saying
dude.
shelter on it. Wagwan.
Don't
for
say it with
Christmas.
somebody else. With Mo the Comedian
Oh,
and
with Mo the
Mel
Comedian,
C,
sorry.
aka Sporty
Mo,
Spice.
Yeah, Mo and Mel. Sorry, come on. I'm just giving you the credit because you get me. But
No,
shout out
that's
to Mo.
with Mel
Do you know what?
C.
It's been a year since we did Mo. You know, Mo needs to.
That
come
was a
back.
year.
It was a year ago. Mo came Christmas week,
That cracked
so we
me
should
up,
do that
fam.
again. We should get Mo and someone else.
Mo the Comedian and Sporty Spice. Biggest moment of my life, to be fair.
Is it? Yeah. Boom. So yeah, the shelter. What is?
Oh
that?
yeah,
Talk
so
about it.
I'm 5th of December. I'm doing a sponsored walk. We're gonna walk 10K. Sorry, it's called Sleepwalk. It's for the
I'm actually gonna
charity
be on
shelter, and it's from Liverpool Street to I think Waterloo.
It's a bit mad.
You say it's a bit mad.
No, actually,
It's
Waterloo.
10K.
Waterloo, yeah, that's
that's
calm.
a lot.
Yeah,
But yes, 5th of December, you sign up with your friends, you do like a sponsored walk, you get people to sponsor you, you raise loads of money for, I think the number's crazy. It's like 100 and something families.
Julie, what's
more
it
than
called?
that. It's called Sleepwalk. It's with Shelter, the charity shelter. But there's loads of families basically that are homeless at this time of year.
Yeah.
They highlight at this time of year, but I mean, there's loads of families that
All over
are
the-
homeless
all- the
all
whole year.
across the year. But I think they highlight them because
It's
a
cold.
lot of people are with their family at this time of year,
Yeah, of
and
course.
whilst you're,
And
with
it's
your
very,
family,
very cold.
it's very cold outside, and there are whole families that do not have anywhere to live
Yeah.
and nothing to eat. So yeah, it was mad. That day was mad.
I really wanna one day do that. I've spoken. Me and my mum's had conversation about that, actually, like going and helping out on Christmas Day and stuff like that. The only reason why I can't do that now is because my great grandmother's alive, and I have to spend that time
every year is important.
every moment.
Yeah,
You
for
know what I mean?
her,
So, like once she goes on to the other side, then me and I'll do that. I'll
That'll
definitely
be it.
do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With my friend Delilah, I think Delilah and her mum every year they go to help out with at crisis. I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, sick.
I don't want to do that walk.
And the charity shops though, is that so? That's I thought that was a one-off thing. Is that?
No, that's still ongoing. So that's a website. Chucky, do you want to give me some clothes?
Yeah, of course. I've got. Do you know how much clothes I've
Thanks.
got? By the way,
Swear down.
enough underneath my. Nah. Some of the yeah, no, you could like. They're just clothes.
It's a podcast, so you couldn't see, but Jen asked Chucky for Chucky's old
No, I
clothes.
definitely didn't.
You were. They're too. small
Oh,
for
you mean
anyway.
old clothes?
Old clothes? Yeah, old clothes, bro.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought
you
you
want some
meant.
new
I got
ones.
that
No, you went-
confused. I thought you meant like toxic femininity.
But do you know what? Yeah, nah. So like, I got so like, because I always give away my clothes. Yeah, like or my old clothes or whatever that I don't wear. But as I've been decluttering over the last year, I haven't given nothing. I've got so much
Where are the
shit to
clothes now?
give
Just
away.
in your house?
I've got a bed
Oh my
that
God.
lifts up.
Oh yeah, Ottoman.
So it's like
I did that. Yeah.
So this is how the bed is underneath there, yeah. So like
like
how it was
funny.
supposed to be. It's on one side, on the right bit there. There's like receipts and stuff like that.
Receipts?
For tax.
Wow.
Yeah, for tax and
What a
whatever.
guy.
Then I've got like some documents that I need that I can't throw away.
We believe
underneath
you.
there by that bit.
We
Then
believe
I've got like a 2-litre bottle which has got like £5 notes that I save
nice.
and £2 coins.
Strong.
And then I've got a next one.
How does he get the £2 coins into the bottle?
How you dashing away £5 notes?
How'd you get £2 coins
One
into a
piece
bottle?
and 2 pieces.
No,
only,
so it
my
all
G.
goes into so.
Is there a slit? You can't put a £2 coin in the lid of a bottle.
Snip it.
Huh?
So see this, yeah? I snip
you cut the
that.
top off. All right,
Yeah,
okay,
I cut
cool,
the top
yeah.
off and then I just put
£5
Yeah,
notes.
so this is what this
Stop
is my
betting
thing.
up where your money is, fam.
Wait. Alright, so this is let me explain to you how my
Stop
thing
betting
works.
up where your money is.
Nah, cause listen, don't worry. Okay, I've got security all around
got
the place.
security
or
guys
whatever.
all around.
I've got a cutlass.
He's got a dog.
Yeah,
I've got a cutlass. Like,
He's got a dog that has not had his rabies
And I've
shots.
got it's like all of that stuff. So the thing is, obviously, if you try and get in there when I'm not there, then it's going to be hard
it's
for
a
you.
wrap
And if
for
you
you.
get in there when I am there,
You're gonna
then
chop
there's
off
going to be
man's-
it's going to be on the
man's
news.
Wilson.
It's going to be on the news.
You're gonna chop off
and there's
man's
going to be a
Wilson.
big debate.
Nah, leave
Hey,
Wilson out of this, man.
It's going to be on the news, and there's going to be a big discussion about
Whether it was self-defense.
Self-defense.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there'll be a
yeah.
lot
So
of
just
that.
allow
'cause
it.
because it would be a big passer. So anyway, so this
Chucky's
is how
on
my thing works,
crud.
right? This is how my thing works. So I have my card, yeah. I sometimes take out some money for whatever, maybe like £20 or whatever. Then when I
brothers
get
there.
home, there's like certain things that I just put away.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, if I have a £5 note, I will just put the £5 note away. I also save. This is gonna sound mad when I think about it, yeah. But this is only when I'm home.
Stop
so
giving
I
us
don't
the
save it when
disclaimer.
I'm
Just
on
say
road.
it, just say
okay,
it.
so I don't save it when I'm on road.
Stop the
when I'm at
disclaimer.
home,
Stop.
right? So boom, £5 note,
And
£2 coin,
yeah,
5p's, 20p's, and 50p's.
you say it's specific to these coins only. So you don't save £1 coins
No,
Oh, no, I get that.
or
I don't know.
2 pence.
no, I'll save like 1p's and 2p's. But do you know what it is, yeah? So the
what's
1p's and
going on?
2p's, they're in one little thing. But do you know what that is, yeah? That, like, when I changed it up, it's probably gonna be about £2.
When's your birthday?
July the 15th. However,
Oh, yeah, same
that's
day
how
as
I
mine.
spent. That's how I use some of my holidays.
When's your birthday, Jen?
July 28th.
Oh, me
Well,
and Chucky got the same
No,
birthday.
but you're not a Cancerian.
I know what I'm
Leo.
gonna get you for
Yeah,
your
yeah, I'm
birthday. I've got the
Cancerian. Can I
perfect
just finish,
present for
though?
you.
You can tell me that what age you're gonna get.
No,
me
I'm not
in
gonna
a bit.
tell you. I'm just gonna get it.
Oh, okay. All right, cool.
Do you want to know?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Go on.
No, I don't.
no,
I don't
no,
want to
no,
know.
just-
No, I don't want to know.
Oh,
actually.
tell me it. Message
Oh, is it
me,
gonna be a
okay.
coin thing that I just have to that I save? No, I don't want that. But if you are gonna get it, then I'll appreciate it.
Is it
but
gonna be a
don't give it
coin thing? Wait,
A
man backtrack.
If you get it.
Yeah. He's going to be like, it's the fault that counts. Like, them ones. Yeah.
to me. But do you know what it is? That's what I use for random holidays.
that's
So I see
brilliant.
like at the end of
That's sick.
so
I like
like
that.
at
But
the
then you gotta
beginning of the
count
year-
it. That's long.
No,
Yeah,
so
you
what
know,
I
just
do
got a
is
savings
it's
account, just
easy.
dash away a little
So what you do
£10.
is you go to the bank and you ask them for the
bags.
Oh.
and then you just like
fill up
sit
the
down
bags.
one day and do it. And I'm not like there's been times when I've gone on like weekend trips and all of that. I've done it off 5p's and 50p's and £5.
What
Don't
a guy.
lie.
You know what? I like to use Coinstar. They take a percentage, but it's easier.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
What's coins?
That's how I went
It's the
Jamaica.
machine
That's how I
in,
went Jamaica.
They have
And
they
spend the
have them
money.
in supermarkets.
Oh, them Tesco
You just
things.
pour the coins in and you lift it up,
Yeah.
and they take a
I've used
percentage
that
and donate
once,
to
yeah, I
charity,
got a
and they
bit
give
of
you the
fees
rest of
from
your
that.
money. in
But
that
after a
shit.
while,
little
it
time.
actually like when you just do it and you can forget
very
about
good
it.
idea.
It like it's
I
well,
hear
it's
that,
not
that's
helpful.
sick.
So
But
even like when my
£5
brethren
though.
said, yeah, boom, go Jamaica or whatever. I'm thinking, right, how much is the flight? What, 7 something? Oh, that's a bit of peace still. Hold on a minute, boom, lift up the bed one time, bam, take out this and start doing that. Yeah, okay, boom, yeah, bam.
Oh my
and I've
God.
actually got an extra 150 on top of that. Calm.
Bruv, how much peas
That's
has this
me.
guy got under his bed?
No, but that's
That's
how you just
brilliant.
do
You
that
want
after a
some
period.
trapping to-
I'm telling you, do it after a period of time.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
get into a routine of doing it and you forget about
That's
it. Bro.
really cool.
And then when you
Sick.
remember that it's there, you're looking at it and you don't even want to spend it because you're like, I've got this
It
far.
feels like it's got value now.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You get
yeah.
me?
That's
So-
what I get
That's
like
what
when I
happens
find
when the
a
past version of yourself looks after the future you.
Cool. Right then,
Yeah,
and that's where we talk about anyway. But that's a conversation for
That's
another
another
day.
conversation. But yeah, anyway, so collections is called. We take all of our friends' old clothes and we sell them. We donate all the money to charity. It's nice and easy.
Sick.
So if you got any old clothes that you think people
I
will be
will, I'll
like,
give
what?
you
I
mine,
want Chucky's
actually.
old whatever's.
I thought it was a lady thing, but I
No,
realized
no.
no, it's not.
I just
Okay, cool,
dashed
got-
mine
I'll give
all
her
away.
one.
I had like, well, I didn't do it because I wouldn't do that, but it was Rosie who came around and cleaned up my whole room. Was like, why do you still have all these
Oh,
clothes?
you're a hoarder. Don't worry. That's another cultural thing as
Yeah.
well.
So basically, we put it all in bags and we took them to a charity shop. So yeah,
Oh,
no, it's
sick,
definitely
sick.
worth doing that clearance, man.
Sick.